Good afternoon, it's Tuesday, June 18, 2024. Peace is a path to the prosperity of a nation, let peace reign. On the news this afternoon, police shoot throw tear gas as youth barricade council secretariat in River State. Criticisms trail Governor Fubara's directive asking administrative heads to take charge of LGAs. Senate to receive supplementary budget July. On the foreign scene, war weapons on agenda as Russian President Putin heads to North Korea. I'm Ifichuku Moyele with the news. Now, gunshots were heard this morning around the Port Harcourt City Local Government Secretariat. Now, it follows protests across various council secretariats in River State by youth asking local government chairmen to vacate their council premises following the directive by Governor Siminalayi Fubara that heads of local government administrations should take charge of the 23 local government councils from today. In a viral online video, some youth said they came to the Falga Secretariat to protect the interests of the governor. They accused the police of shooting and throwing tear gas at them.
Tenor of the local government chairman has in laughs. Yes. And we are in the council government. We are came as a citizen of River State. We came. We stand here as a youth. Yes. For peace. For peace. For peace. For peace. So that there will be tranquility, peace and tranquility. Yes. But people are shooting at us. They are here to support for the governor of River State. Of the state. But they came and they shot at us. Yes. They shot at us.
Earlier, our correspondent observed police vans stationed in front of the Port Harcourt City Local Government area. Now, in Obiolo, sportsmen and other stakeholders this morning barricaded the entrance to the council secretariat. Our correspondent who visited the council secretariat this morning reports that players are believed to be members of the semi-fied movement in the area. Speaking to our correspondent, they said that they are blocking the secretariat to ensure the head of local government administration can resume work tomorrow without any interruptions following the governor's directive today.
We are going to be here to ensure that by tomorrow, when the HLGOs and other workers will come into the council, there will be no disturbance for them. We are here to maintain peace. In solidarity to the speech of the executive governor of River State, Siminalayi Fubara, this morning, the people of Obiabo, the simplified movement, we are here now to support the HLGA because the governor ordered that the HLGAs of each of the council should take over the council.
We, the Obiabo women, we are here. We are here because we are people of peace. We want peace in Obiabo. We came to occupy the place because this morning when we came here, they were shooting.
Why we are here is that sincerely we are in support of the governor's pronouncement to hand over to the civil servant.
Now, the protesters also alleged that the former council chairman and his supporters are refusing to vacate the council secretariat. Our correspondent reports that security operatives are on the ground to maintain order. Now, we have our correspondent who is over at Ikwere local government area. We are trying to reach him to give us an update of what's going on in that axis. Hello, Emeka.
Hello, good afternoon. I can hear you very well.
Okay, good. Good afternoon. Could you please tell us what's going on at Ikwere local government area right now?
Okay, we are right at the Ikwere local government area at the roundabout in Ishopo. We've refused to cross to the other side where we can access the council secretariat by stone use who barricaded the road. So they've asked us to turn if we can access it through the other side of the road. So we want to turn to see if we can access Ishopo from the other end. But from the roundabout, if you are coming from Omagwa, they refuse us from going through that way. Other vehicles are being asked to turn.
Okay. Do you think that you would still be able to get to the place and eventually get to talk to the...
See if I can access Omagwa through the other end, because it has two entrances to the council secretariat. But the one from the Omagwa houses is blocked. So I want to see if I can pass through the one from Elele houses to access the council secretariat to see what is happening there. But at the roundabout, some youths have barricaded the place.
All right, so what's the mood of those blocking the road right now?
The mood is just that they don't want anybody to access the place to the council secretary. That is what I believe is happening there. All
right, thank you so much, Emeka, for that information.
Thank you for having me. So when I get to the secretary, I will let you know.
It's all right. Also, now, it was the same situation at the Obwebe Mandoni Local Government Area Secretariat, where youth insisted that all heads of local government areas resume office tomorrow. The youth said this while gathering in front of the Onelga Secretariat building.
We are no problem people. Onega is peaceful. Yes. I am sure that those who when they shout, even for their own local government, they don't run away. Yes. So, then just they make noise on social media. Our governor don't talk, say make heads of local government take over. Make your voice up. Yes. All heads of local government must assume office tomorrow. We will go for Onega. For Onega, no challenge. Any challenge? No challenge.
Now, similar protests took place yesterday at the Council Secretariat of Degema and Asaritolo local government areas. Another viral video also showed some youth in Omoma protesting against an alleged plan to barricade the Council Secretariat by those opposed to the chairman's continued stay in office. This morning, Governor Siminalayi Fubara directed the heads of local government administrations to take charge of the 2023 local councils from today. The governor announced this in a statewide broadcast this morning.
As we move forward in making sure that the Constitution of the Federal Republic is upheld and that law and order is maintained, as we continue to strive to provide leadership and direction for our people, head of local government administration are hereby directed to immediately take charge of the councils with renewed vigor and readiness to serve and await further directive as we navigate towards even greater accomplishments together. I assure you,
Governor Fubara thanked the outgone local government chairmen for their service to the state and wished them well.
On behalf of the government and the people of Rivers State, I thank you all for your sacrifice and commend your commitment to public service and our dear Rivers State. I congratulate you all for a successful completion of your tenure and wish you well in your future endeavors.
Governor Fubara said the support of Rivers people and residents has helped his administration record successes.
Together, we have achieved milestones in different sectors of our economy, which includes infrastructure, health, education, workers' welfare, improved service delivery, agriculture, and social welfare that resonates deeply into our communities. Your dogged and committed support has been bedrock of our progress, and for that, I extend my sincere thanks.
Meanwhile, the immediate past chairman of Emoha local government area, Chidi Lloyd, has described Governor Fubara's directive for head of local government administrations to take charge of council activities across the 23 local government areas as ill-advised. Dr. Lloyd told our correspondent Mekotoka Dr. Lloyd told our correspondent Mekotuka that the governor should be aware that the Rivers State House of Assembly has outlawed the use of caretakers and heads of local government administration to manage council affairs. He clarified that Justice Keel's ruling only addressed tenure elongation and not appointment of administrators.
Well, what has happened is that the governor must have ill-advised, because the governor ought to know that the assembly, led by Martin Samebule, has an amendment to the local government law and outlawed the use of caretaker and heads of local government. And recall that even when they went to court before Justice Keel only expunged the section that had to do with tenure elongation. Every other section in that law is still alive. So the governor couldn't have properly advised heads of local government to go and take over councils. No, they do not have such powers anywhere to take over.
Dr. Lloyd insisted he remains chairman of Emoha local government area.
So there is no vacuum. If you want to deal with council, you come to me from tomorrow, you come to me, you tell me whatever you want, and I will do it legally, pursuant to the provision of the law as amended. If you go anywhere else, you may not be dealing with officials of the council.
Regarding the planned distribution of farm implements to farmers across the 14 wards in the local government area, Dr. Lloyd said that the initiative has been suspended based on security advice from law enforcement agencies.
You know, as a responsive government and people, when I issued the press release, I saw the feelers that came out, especially from the security agencies, and they pleaded with me to back down on the distribution of those implements for now, because of the exigency of the moment, and in order to avoid the breakdown of law and order. A policy may be well-intentioned, but they pleaded with me that in order not to allow hoodlums to attack it. So my team and I were looking at the situation, and we're having a rethink as a responsive government.
As you may know, the 3-year tenure of local government chairman in River State ended yesterday, but of the 23, only the chairman of Opobonkoro and Boni local government area are willing to step down. The 21 other council chairmen insist on remaining in office in compliance with the 6-month tenure extension granted by the Martin Amehule-led Assembly. Justice D.G. Keel of the River State High Court recently struck out the local government amended law number 4, which extended their tenure, saying it is unconstitutional. This is as the legitimacy of the Martin Amehule-led Assembly is still being questioned in court. Still to come, Senate to receive supplementary budget in July. Stay with us.
We connect you to the world. We connect you to the vicinity. We are Nigeria Info.
Listen to me. I said this is a real situation and the government has to do something about it. What are you trying to insinuate? All these people looting Nigeria's money? You think
this is Nigeria Info, in the heart of Nigeria. 92.3. We are Nigeria Info.
A clean surrounding is a collective effort.
Diseases could be avoided
with good hygiene practice. Be more responsible with how you dispose waste products. The environment will be better looking without litter and exposed garbage. We love our city clean. This message is from 92.3 Nigeria Info.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. The Yobe State Police Command has arrested the leader of a notorious terrorist gang, Haruna Mohammed. The State Police Public Relations Officer Dungus Abdul Karim, in a statement, said the command has been tracking Mohammed for his involvement in terrorizing towns, villages, and neighboring states. He said the suspect confessed to the crime and implicated other syndicate members who are currently being trailed by the police. The Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority has declared that the Nigerian airspace is safe and secure. It follows online reports that the airspace is insecure due to a lack of radar coverage. Acting Director General Chris Najomo in a statement said although there were 2 violations, the Nigerian Airspace Management Agency NAMA had complete radar footage of them, with full details of the identities of the aircraft and operators involved. And now to business. The Senate says President Bola Tinubu will send the 2024 supplementary budget to the legislators for approval after resumption. The Senate spokesperson Yemi Adaramodu told newsmen that the over 6 trillion naira supplementary budget, which is still being computed by the executive, will be sent to the National Assembly after its July 2nd resumption. Recall that during his May 29th speech to the joint sitting of the Senate and House of Representatives at the National Assembly complex, President Bola Tinubu said the government would soon present the supplementary budget for the 2024 fiscal year. In entertainment, Afrobeat singer Rema has become the most streamed African artist in US history, with Calm Down getting 1 billion on-demand streams. In sports, Kylian Mbappe suffered a broken nose during France's opening game at Euro 2024, but will not need immediate surgery. The French Football Federation said a mask will be made for their captain, but it is not yet known if he will play against the Netherlands on Friday.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
North Korea state television broadcaster KCTV is currently broadcasting concerts of Russian military and pro-war music on air ahead of Russian President Vladimir Putin's visit. The Russian leader is expected to arrive in North Korea later this evening, where he will meet leader Kim Jong-un. The two leaders last met in September in Vladivostok, but this is President Putin's first visit to Pyongyang since 2000.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
That's a wrap of the news this afternoon. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Police this morning shot through tear gas as youth barricaded some council secretariats in River State. Criticisms have trailed Governor Fubara's directive asking administrative heads to take charge of local government areas. The Senate will receive supplementary budget in July. And on the foreign scene, war and weapons will top the agenda as Russian President Putin heads to North Korea. To reach a team, send an SMS or WhatsApp 0808-721-7215. Thanks for listening.
Democracy is the